Okay, so I didn't want to do another hour-long video through the temple, so I just decided to make this its own separate video. This is me on the path to the spirit temple. So I've already been accepted as a member of the Gerudos. So I just got a heart piece there. I didn't really want it, but as long as I don't get 4, it's okay. So now you get to see me do a few test runs here. I do okay, but my goal is to get a higher score. If you get a high enough score, I think it's either 15 or 1600, they give you a larger arrow quiver, so I can carry up to 40 arrows instead of the default 30. Alright, I'm getting there. I think I'm getting just a little higher score every time. Alright, so this is the best score I get, so now I'm playing this in regular time. Since you have 20 arrows, I'm assuming the perfect score would be 2000. I just noticed, this is the same music they played when I was racing Ingo at the Long Long Ranch. Oh, 1610, that's a pretty good score. Alright, so I've blown enough rubies on that minigame there. And I got the larger quiver so I can carry up to 40 arrows now. Alright, I guess I'm good to go. Why do they have a fence there anyway? Are they afraid of monsters from the desert coming in? Are they afraid of stupid members of the Gerudo clan leaving? Alright, so the only way to make it through here is if you have the hover boots. Well, I've heard there's another way if you exploit some glitch, but just the way you're supposed to do it is by getting the hover boots. So I guess this is their way of ensuring that you defeat the Shadow Temple before you get to the Spirit Temple. So there's a sign there. If you follow it, it leads you to some guy selling those bomb mouses. You get 10 of them for 200 rubies, which isn't that great of a deal. But at least he doesn't run out of them like the other guy when you were a kid. So I noticed the guard there told me that the Gerudos placed all these flags. So that must mean that there was some Gerudo at some time. Gerudo, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But there was someone from that tribe who placed all these flags here and they passed that trial. I wonder how they did that. Did they have some form of hover boots? Or maybe they had a horse do it? Or maybe the desert wasn't as bad back then? Now I could use Din's Fire here, but I'm going to save a little for magic power if I just use the fire arrows. The fire arrows only take up 2 points of magic, and Din's Fire takes up 6. So 2 fire arrows only take up 4. Alright, a purple rupee, not bad. Okay, so there's another fairy there, and unfortunately I spent rubies on fairies, so I already have full bottles. I can't carry anything else. I could have just saved 50 rubies had I only got one fairy and got the free fairy here. So now, unfortunately, because this is metal, I can't use the long shot to grapple onto it. I just gotta climb up the hard way. So someone actually built a fort over here? I mean, were there people living here, or what's the deal? I guess if you were traveling to the Spirit Temple, an ordinary person might find that difficult. They might want to rest on the way and make a pit stop. So I guess this could be a good place to hang out, like sleep for the night or something. Alright, so this is the part that you really need the Lens of Truth more than any other time in the game. If you don't follow his path, then you're just going to return to the start of this haunted desert. You can kind of think of it like the Lost Woods. If you go in the wrong way, then they just return you to the start. So look at that, there are more flags. How did the Gerudos make it this far? Is there someone in their tribe who can see these invisible ghosts and things? And if they did make it here, why didn't they place more flags here for other people? I mean, what about people who don't have this Lens of Truth? Should they be able to make it through too? Maybe the Gerudos have some secret technique that only like the elites know that allows them to see this ghost here. Maybe they have some intuition that lets them know where exactly in the desert they should go. I think these things are called levers. They really irritate me. But they are kind of fun to destroy. There sure are a lot of these. They do run out eventually though. Hey, that got all 3 of them. So they don't even give it a different name, it's still just called the lever? What? There were more of these little guys? I thought I killed all of them. There we go, finally got the big guy. 60 rubies, not bad. So I guess killing that big guy scares off the little ones or something. Maybe that was like their leader. The leader lever. Okay, so you might notice that crack in the wall. Navi sure does. So this is another area where you can get a magic spell. Now unlike Din's Fire, this one is optional, but it's very useful, especially for those tougher boss fights. And not to mention, I'm pretty low on magic and life, and this restores it. Alright, so I just got Nayru's love. So, this Nayru's love used up 12 magic points, which is twice as much as Din's Fire. If I had the original small magic gauge, I can only use it twice, even at full magic power. But since I have the double magic gauge, I can use it 4 times. Oh, I could have gotten all 5 of them there. There we go, I got another one. How come that one only gave me 15 rubies and the other one gave me 60? Well, actually, the whole concept of getting money for killing these monsters is strange anyway. Well, why would they even have rubies to begin with? Okay, so there isn't really anything you can do in here right now. Just can't leave this one room as an adult. Wait, how does she get to all these places? Like, how did she get through the desert? Does she have the lens of truth? Does she have hover boots? And it was really... Oh wait, of course, she can just use the songs and teleport here. But wait, if she already knew all these teleporting songs, why didn't she just teach me all of them from the start? Why did she make me go through all this just to learn these songs? Is that the owl? That thing's still alive? Maybe the owl doesn't recognize me or something, which is probably a good thing. Well, she disappears into a sandstorm. At least that makes sense. At least she didn't do her ninja deck in that thing. Okay, so that's all for this video. So join me next time where I go through the Spirit Temple.